I don't feel like going through the brush. I guess I'm going to let them do that this morning. Well, I don't know if you saw any of my shorts this morning, but without a doubt, we have a watermelon growing in our yard, which is pretty awesome. I eat watermelon. Well, it looks like Miss Meg is doing her business over there. What a good girl. What a good girl. So nice out this morning, not as hot. Enjoying this morning. Had a nice cup of tea to start the morning. Mr. Turner had a cup of coffee. And we are just thankful and blessed for this beautiful day.
What a gorgeous day. Look at that blue sky. Meg is out pulling because it's cooler. Much cooler today. Much cooler.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous day. I'm so excited about that watermelon. And I'm excited that, hey Ron, good morning. Thanks for joining us today. I know we've been a little irregular with our time frames, so thanks for hanging in there with us. But I'm pretty excited we're going to be able to enjoy that watermelon. And I'm happy because you've been catching a lot of rats, so hopefully that means none of them will get to it, right?
That's right.
I probably should wrap a towel around it. That seems to help. It's preventative, right?
Yeah, that was,
yeah,
sweetie.
One of my friends I'm lucky, I have a friend in California that has a fruit tree property and growing property, and a friend in Utah, so you can learn a lot of stuff from your friends that have experience with growing. And one of my friends says to wrap things like melons. It helps anyway. It doesn't mean a rat won't eat through a towel, but
He could.
but it's a little bit of a barrier.
It's better than nothing.
And the nice thing about that watermelon is it's growing out into the middle of the garden, and the rats seem to like to hover along the wall. They're not so much into being in the middle of spaces because an owl might get them, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like to come out in the open.
We are doing good. It's a beautiful day, and we're enjoying life.
Yes,
How are you doing? What have you been up to?
It's starting to get cold up there in Maine, I think, isn't it?
In Alaska, too.
Yeah.
Tell us, what's your temperature?
Yeah, let's see what Fairbanks is.
He's going to look up Fairbanks. He really enjoys that. It's
I love that.
It's moose hunting season in Fairbanks, so
That's true.
I can tell you the mornings are crisp. It's probably
49.
Ooh, high of 49.
That's not bad.
Well, it's
though.
actually still morning.
Yeah, well, it's 7 o'clock there.
You know what? That's actually pretty good because they had a really cold start to their summer. Like it was late. They had snow.
Yeah, no,
And-
that's 49 is good.
Yeah, 49's good
I
in
would
Alaska.
be very happy with that if I were up there right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I've seen 0 at this time of the year up there before.
Well, I used to run the Equinox Marathon, which was usually about September 18th.
Right.
And in the morning, there would be frost
Yep.
when you started. And then by the middle of the day, all your layers, you'd have them around your waist because you'd get hot halfway through the marathon. And so usually it was about 26 in the morning. Maybe it'd get about 50 during the day. So I would say this time of the day, for them to have 48, 49 degrees is really nice. But it's still the first week of September. Indian summer is what you call it.
Indian summer.
Ron says it's 70 degrees where he's at. Well,
What?
that's
That's
awesome.
about what it is here, I think. It feels
No.
good. Well,
Oh,
it's
it's
warmer now.
no. It's warmer than 70.
It sure feels good, doesn't
But it feels really nice. This is definitely the best time of the day. We will have really wonderful weather through October where it still feels like summer. And then in November, it'll be real comfortable, but you'll probably have a sweatshirt, right?
Yeah, right.
You could wear some long pants
Somebody coming.
by November.
We'll get it up on the wall.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's go up there.
Coming at us.
So Ron is enjoying these late summer days. I bet you are. If it's anything like Alaska, you try to make the most. I tell you, you lived around the clock in the summertime in Alaska. Tried to live outdoors as much as possible, right? I remember those days. The land of the midnight. Do you guys have midnight sun there, Ron? We used to have almost 24 hours of light in the summertime and almost 24 hours of darkness in the winter. Good morning.
Hi there.
Meg sees another puppy. Have a nice day. You're excited, huh, baby? Yeah, you're excited. It is a beautiful day. Saw a lot of bees in the garden this morning. And unfortunately, my camera just doesn't pick up yellow orange tones because the squash flowers were buttercup yellow and they look white. So at some point I might have to get a little better quality camera for my videos. What do you think, honey?
Yes, I think
That's what I think. Because sometimes, like when I made pesto the other day, it looked gray and it's really green. So that's on the list of things.
Yep.
Maybe I'll get a Christmas present.
That would be awesome, huh? Yeah.
Could happen.
It could.
Putting that hint out there.
I wonder when that normally, like when we used to grow watermelon, we grew big ones back in Virginia. It's almost time to pick them, like this time of the year.
We kind of got that plant actually made it all summer long.
Yeah. No,
I think plants are innately intelligent and they know when it's time or the conditions are right.
By the length of the day.
And it actually survived. So for example, I tried growing watermelon in Alaska and it never got bigger than a seedling. And the problem is they don't like much more than 12 hours of light.
Right.
They like really consistent light. And in Alaska, those long summers just doesn't work, right?
No. That's what I'm wondering about here. See, the days are actually getting shorter now. The plants know it. They know.
Yeah. But the squash is starting to set on. So Ron says they don't have midnight sun, but
wow.
Sunset is 3:30 p.m. in winter.
Yeah,
well, that's nice because in Alaska, in the middle of the winter, the sun just skims the surface. So if you sleep in, you miss it.
Yeah.
It's dark, dark, and dark. But you have 12 hours of light up till September. I think it's September 21st, and then you get 12 hours of light again by March 21st on the equinox, right?
Yes.
What are you doing, Miss Meg?
She's just sniffing around, following her nose.
And I was pretty excited because there was some more squash setting on in the cold part of the garden, and that Thornton tomato is starting to put on too. And I didn't know what kind of tomato that was going to be. That was free seed I got from Baker Creek, but it looks like they're going to be cherry tomatoes. And we don't discriminate against tomatoes.
No, we don't.
But I'm thinking, since that plant actually did well and didn't die off, most of the time my tomatoes, if they die off in the summertime at some point because they just don't like the heat, I'm thinking next year I will plant a tomato like maybe a Roma. Or a sauce type tomato. I have some seeds for a sauce tomato, and see if we can get that to grow there. Because who cares when they set on, right? If they set on in the fall, nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
I don't need them to set on in the middle of summer when I'm canning fruit, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do next year. Always planting the garden. Right now we have a bunch of cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower seeds going on the hydroponic, waiting to probably about mid-October to plant is my plan.
Well, when you're feeling a little better, and maybe we'll get a potato crop going, huh?
Yeah, I want you to help me with that project.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do it in the buckets, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I
think it's still a little bit hot, but I would say
a couple more weeks.
A couple more weeks. We'll try a potato garden in buckets. And what you do if you want to grow potatoes in buckets is you throw the potatoes in a bucket and you just cover them with dirt. And as they grow, as you see green, you keep adding more dirt. And the theory is eventually you end up with a bunch of potatoes in your bucket.
That's right.
But we're doing this over winter because anything you're growing in a bucket here in the summer is going to get cooked.
Yes.
It's going to be hotter than the outside temperature. It's unbelievable how you can heat something up just having it in a dark container, right?
Yep.
So, Ron says it can go as low as minus 38 where he's at. So he actually gets quite cold there.
Wow.
But he has a little better daylight.
Mhm.
That's good. Daylight makes a world of difference. I tell you, those long, dark winters in Alaska get to people. But you can't beat the summers there. Oh my gosh, the summers are amazing. Well, I sure appreciate you joining us today, Ron.
Yeah, thanks, Ron.
Thanks,
Good to hear
thanks
from
a
you.
lot. It's good to hear from you. We've been wondering how you're doing.
Oh, let's go take a
And
look.
hope you have a blessed day today. Thanks for watching.